learners. Today we'll start with a new course code MMPM003, that is product management, right? We'll start with the unit 1, that is product management and the basic concepts. Now let's start with the product. What do you understand by the term product? As we all know that product is core of any business enterprise and form the most tangible expression offered by the firm in response to consumers' needs and wants. What is a product? Product is what? Product is actually any core of business enterprise, right? And it is the most tangible expressions. It is anything which is offered by, it could be anything, right? It could be product could be in term of the services or some tangible product or some intangible product which is offered by the firm in response to the consumer needs and want. What are consumer needs? What are the wants of the consumer? As per the needs and wants of the consumer, right? The business enterprises offers something to the consumer to satisfy the needs or the want of the consumer, that is known as product, right? Issues pertaining to product become the key determinant of the successful business strategy because it is the core of any business enterprise. What you are offering to the consumer to satisfy the needs of the consumer, that is the product, right? It could be in terms of any tangible product or intangible product, right? It could be services too, right? So product is the core of any business and those issues pertaining to the product become the key determinant of the successful business strategy, right? The term product in marketing means any offer that a company brings out for sale, right? Any offer which companies bring out for sale is known as product. The term product in marketing means any offer that company brings out for the sale, and product is a common term to denote the company's offer to the market. It is offering something to the consumer that the firm begins at marketing task. Anything which companies offer to the consumer or offers for sale which could satisfy the needs and wants of the consumer is a product. Anything which company brings out for the sale, that is the product. The job of marketing is to make the product and customer meet and results in a continuous relationship, right? So it is required that if for a business, right, to make the product, they should develop a product, make a product which could satisfy or which could meet the needs of the customer. And so the job of marketing is to make the product and customer meet and results in a continuous relationship. That make a product as per the requirements of the customer, right? Then again develop something which could again meet the new needs of the customer. A product could be a physical good, a service, idea, or any combination of three, offering a bundle of satisfaction. Anything which companies come up for sale, that is the product. Product could be any tangible product, any physical good like TV, radio, right, or consumable good like butter, bread, all these are the products, right? It could be any type of these services like RO services, washing services, or other type of these services, right? It could be even a product could be idea, right? The product could be the idea. At times they provide the consultations, right, or the ideas, or the product could be the combination of three or more than one, right? So product could be anything. The physical entity is only one component of product personality, right? So the physical entity is only one aspect or the one component of the product. The various features and functions built around it, the brand name, the packaging, the labeling, quality associated with it, guarantee, price labeling, manufacturer's name, prestige, all go into the personality of the product. So there is a personality of the product, and the physical entity of the product is one component of the product personality. What we see, that suppose a bag, that is the physical entity of that bag is the one component of that product personality. Apart from this, there are many things which plays a very important role in personality of the product, like the brand name. A local bag and say a bag of some reputed brand, right? There is a difference. The brand name is another aspect of the product personality. Packaging plays a very important role in product, right? At times we get attracted because of the packaging and labeling. The quality of the product is another aspect of product personality. What type of quality that product that manufacturer is offering to for that product, right? Then the guarantee and the price again play a very important role in the product personality. The manufacturer's name, right, and prestige, manufacturer name and prestige all goes into the personality of the product. All these forms the personality of the product, right? Whether we consider that product is a good or not. Thus a product is a complex cluster of value satisfaction, right? So product actually it gives product is a complex cluster of value satisfaction. Whether a customer is satisfied, may not be satisfied only with the product, but the brand name could matter for the customer, the quality of product could matter for the customer, even the price could be a matter of customer. So it is a complex cluster of value satisfaction. Happy with the product but not satisfied with the quality or the price of the product. So it is a cluster of value satisfaction. Product is a cluster of value satisfaction. Customer attach a value to a product in proportion to its perceived ability, right, to help solve their problem or meet their needs, right? So a product, suppose if someone buys a t-shirt from some outlet, right, and that outlet is not very costly, that outlet has been established to fulfill the needs of every type of the customer, or for that to meet the needs of the masses, and one purchases, and if someone sees a t-shirt worth 2000 rupees, then people will feel like that this 2000 rupees t-shirt is costly, and they don't like, for this brand we don't want to spend 2000 rupees for that brand or for that product. And if the same brand, if they see the same brand or the same if they see this t-shirt, right, in some of the brand which is a well-known brand, and if they see that the cost of that t-shirt is, or of any of the product, not the same t-shirt, if they see some product in brand, and if they see that say same t-shirt, and they were charging around 600 rupees or 800 rupees, suppose 800 rupees, there are two stores. I am explaining it again. Say what is the perceived value for the product, right? How the consumer perceive the value of a product. Suppose there is a outlet, right, which is for masses, and there is a t-shirt which costs around 800 rupees. Then people might feel like this is costly, and we don't want to spend 800 rupees for this t-shirt or for this brand, right? And when they see the same t-shirt in some well-known brand, and it is costing say around 1000 rupees for the same type of t-shirt, then people might purchase it happily, because that is a brand, and they perceive that the value of that t-shirt is more than that, and they are offering it, and that t-shirt is on sale. Even after sale, that t-shirt is on they are offering that t-shirt on 1000 rupees, right, because of their brand, and the people think and the customer might think that it is cheaper, while that the same t-shirt in another store, right, which might not be a big brand, they consider that the same t-shirt which they are offering at 800 rupees is costlier, while a brand which is offering the same t-shirt at 1000 rupees, we might consider can consider that is cheaper. So it is that is known as the perceived value of the product, and perceived value plays a very important role, right. Customer attaches a value to a product in proportion to its perceived ability, right. So they attach a value to the product as in proportion to its perceived ability to help solve their problems or meet the needs. The product is a total package of benefits the customer receives when he or she buys, right. So product is not only the product, but it is a package of benefits, right, the customer receives when he or she buys, right. So it is a package of benefits. Customer satisfaction may require a complete product offering, that could be a combination of excellent services, physical goods with right features, useful instructions, convenient package, trustworthy warranty, or a familiar name that has a positive memories for the customer. That's why the product is a total package of benefits, right. What customer wants that product, as for the customer the product is a total package of benefits, right. What the customer receives when he buys it, that is the total package of benefits, like the services, right, conveniences, name, features, physical goods, right, price, warranty, guarantee, all these things, right. So it is a package. Product management and its scope, right. Among the 4 P's of marketing, right, that is product, price, place and promotion, these are the 4 P's of the marketing mix, right. The first P is product and is the main carrier of consumer values. There are 4 P's of marketing mix: product, price, place and promotion, right. And among these 4 P's, the first P is the product and is of much importance for customer as well as for the business. Product constitutes the core of the offer made by the firm. What is a product? Product is what the company or the firm is offering to the customer. It is the core. Product is the core which has been offered by the firm to the customer. How a firm conceives and creates this product and successfully market it to customer is the theme of product management. Product is what? The core which the company offers to the customer, that is the product. And what is product management? Product management is how a firm conceives and creates the product and successfully market that product to the customer, right. That is known as product management. How they form that product, how they conceive and create that product and successfully market that product to the customer, that is known as the product management. Product management is holistic job of product manager, which includes planning, forecasting, marketing of the products and services. So product management is the profile of product manager, right. And this product management includes the planning, forecasting and marketing of the product. Every professionally managed, progressive and proactive manufacturing or the marketing firm which respond to the marketing needs resorts to the product planning exercise in relation to its customers, relevant market, competition and other marketing forces. Any product, any market, right, which any firm which is offering a product to the customer or which are offering a product in the market, right, they do take care of many things, and the product planning is very important, right? They make a plan with reference to the customers, right? What are the needs and the want of the customer? Who are they? They do the STP, that is the segmentation, targeting and positioning, right? Who are there? They try to find out the their target customers, right? What are the needs and the requirements of the target customer? What all are the relevant markets for their product which they want to tap, right? Then they try to understand the competition, who all are the competitors, what all are their offering, what are their weaknesses and the strength, and they try to understand the other marketing prevailing marketing conditions like external forces as well as the internal forces, government rules, policies, technology, right, competitors, all those things, right? So planning includes each and everything. There should be a thorough study, right? The task of product planning derives from the marketing plan, which is a functional subset of overall corporate plan. See, there is an overall corporate plan, right? We make a corporate plan, what we want to be, whom we want to serve, right? What type of business we are into, what are our targets, long term targets, short term targets, right? We make all the corporate plans, and as per the corporate plan or in line with the corporate plan, we make our marketing plan, right? So what we make a short term as well as long term marketing plan, what we want to offer, we try to understand who could be our target, who could be our target customer, how to tap those target customer, how to market the product, how to create awareness about the product among the target customers, right? All these are the marketing plan, and then comes the product plan, and the product plan must be in line with the target marketing plan, right? In product planning are included the product strategies relating to the product line length, breadth and line stretching, both upwards and downwards. So product planning, that product planning includes the strategies related to the products, right? That is related to product line length or the breadth, towards the breadth, or the line stretching both upward and the downward. The scope of product management also consider the conceptual issues like the product life cycle, right? So it is important to understand the product life cycle, right? Our product is in which part of the life cycle, right? And new product development related issues. So scope of product management also includes includes the conceptual issues like the product life cycle, right? There is a life cycle of the product like the initiation phase, then comes the growth phase, then comes the maturity phase, then comes the decline phase. The product is in which phase of the life cycle, and accordingly we make these strategies for that product, right? New product development, if we want to develop a new product, what all type of the product we want to develop, for whom we want to develop a new product development related issues. Then the pricing issues, right? Product management also includes the pricing issues, because pricing plays a very important role, and promotion and distribution and the product portfolio, this all comes under the product management. These are the scopes of product management. So product management includes the product life cycle, marketing of the product, new product development related issues, pricing issues, promotions issues, packaging issues. All these are the scopes of product management. What are the product characteristics and classification? Various component of product can be conveniently classified as, right? That product can be classified as the core product, associated features of the product, the brand name, the logo and packaging and label, right? The core product. What is the core product? The core or the basic constituent of product is the first component. What is the core product? Say a mouse. The core product. What is the core product? This mouse is the core product, right? The basic product constituent has to be good for the total product personality to be effective, right? What is the core product? Phone is the core product, and the main reason we purchase a mobile is to make a call so that we can talk to another person. So the core product, the core thing, the core benefit of that product. Why do we purchase the mobile? We purchase a mobile just to place a call, so that we can place a call, we can make a call. So this is the core product. The core or the basic constituent of the product is the first component. If would you like to buy a mobile through which you cannot place a call, right? We want a phone so that we can make a call, we can place a call. So the core product is the basic constituent of a product, is the first component. That what is the basic constituent of the product? The basic product constituent has to be good for the total product personality and effective. So it should be very good, right? So that is the core of the product. Then the associated feature. There are some associated feature with the product. Most attempts of the marketer is to enhance the product personality are centered on the associated feature, right? Core product is there, everyone is offering the same core product, but what matters a lot is the associated feature. So the marketer try to enhance the product personality through associated feature. Even when two products share the same plank in respect of the core constituents and the function, difference in associated features are basis of differentiation. While in case of consumer durable, product design is the big value addition from smartphone to toys, right? What is the difference between the other phones and the iPhones? The core product is same, right? The purpose is same, to place a call, to make a call, right? But the associated feature differentiates one mobile phone from another company's mobile phone, right? From there, that makes a difference between, say, some company's phone from iPhone. Associated product plays a very important role, right? That then the product design could be the product design, securities and other associated features, right? That makes a big value addition, right? It could vary. Example could be a phone, a toy or something else, right? So these are the associated feature. Along with the core product, there are some associated features which brings which makes that product more valuable. Then the brand name is again important thing is the brand name. It is brand name is what? Brand name is again a major selling tool. The intensive brand promotion exercises conducted by the brands have made the consumer extremely brand conscious. People trust a brand and pay disproportionate prices, right? That is in relation to the cost of manufacturing product for acquiring the brand of their choice, and the marketers adorn or beautify the product with the brand, right? So again, the core product, the associated product plays a very important name, and then the brand name plays a very important name. What is the brand name? Brand is what? Brand is the positioning, how you position your product, right? Well, that's why STP is important, that is segmentation, targeting and positioning. What is brand? Positioning the product in consumers mind, right? How you position your product, and marketing plays a very important role in positioning. And when we promote our product or the brand, and when there is an intensive brand promotions, right, that was conducted by the brands or the marketer, they made a extremely create a niche in the minds of the customer. So marketing plays a very important role in branding. In fact, marketing creates a brand name, right? So brand name plays a very important role, and the people trust the brand and ready to pay the disproportionate price for acquiring the brand of their choice. Then the logo is important, right? The logo or the brand mark or the symbol too is an integral part of the product. So the core of the product, then the associated features of the product, brand name plays a very important role in the product, and now the logo, that is the brand mark or the symbol, right? That the symbol of eaten apple is very important and it plays an integral part of the product. It supports the brand effectively. Symbol or picture serve the purpose of product or brand identification and recall, right? What role does our logo play, right? Logo helps the brands effectively, or it supports the brand effectively. This logo is what? This symbol. Logo is the brand mark or the symbol, right? This symbol and the picture serves the purpose of product or brand identification and recall, right? This helps in brand identification or recall, right? When we see that apple, deliberately comes in our mind apple, company Apple, product of Apple, right? When suppose when we see that LG's logo, what comes in our mind? LG, right? Whenever we see some other logo, some logo of some other brand, then it helps in recalling that brand, right? The logo's importance is to enhance in rural marketing, where less learned customer may form a large chunk, and the written matter on the package is of no use to them, so they recognize the product by the picture in the logo, right? Why this symbol plays a very important role? This symbol plays a very important role particularly in the rural market, right, where the customers are less learned, right? Whatever is written on the whatever the written on the product, right, on the package is of no use to them because of their less education, and the rural market forms a larger chunk, right? But they can recognize the product through the picture of logo or picture in the logo, right? Then the packaging plays a very important role. Packaging is important that the some marketer have given it the status of fifth P or fifth element of the marketing mix, right? Why packaging is important? Because it protects the product, it provides the information about the product, and it adds to it aesthetics and sales appeal, right? So there are many purposes of packaging, that it protects the product, right? It provides the information about the product, right? On the packaging the many information has been written, and it adds to its aesthetics and sales appeal. The material of packaging, the color, the shape, size, finish, labeling, the possibility of its reuse often come together to enhance the sales appeal of the product, right? So packaging plays a very important role. So that packaging could be reused, the color of that packaging could be very attractive, the shape of that packaging could be very attractive, the size, right, that come together and hence the sales appeals of the product. The power of good packaging in promoting on the spot purchases cannot be overestimated. At times we purchase the product because of the packaging, specifically during the festive season, right? We purchase the product because of their packaging, right? How those product has been packaged, although we know the what we are spending is not worth, right? But still at times we get attracted with the package, we purchase those gift packs because of their packaging, right? Packaging has thus emerged an immediate powerful tool in the consumer good industry, right? At the time of Diwali or during other festive season, we usually end up purchasing the product because of their packaging without going into details of the product, right? They have in that package, or is it worth buying that product, but at times we get attracted by the packaging only, right? So that is the symbol, the product itself, right? Then the associated features, right? Then the brand name, then the logo, then the packaging and the label. All these are the characteristics, or all these plays a very important role in product. Like label, the label is part and parcel of the product packaging, right? So it comes under packaging. A label provides a written information about the product, right? It provides a written information about the product. Labeling helps the buyer to comprehend the nature of the product, the features of the product, its composition and performance, and so on. There are the grade labels and the descriptive labels. So labels is what? Label is nothing, it is a part of the packaging. A label provides the written information about the product, right? This information could be, this label could be the descriptive label or the grade label. It helps the consumer to understand the nature of the product, the features of the product, and how it will perform, and so many other things. In grade labeling, product classification are based on the standard of the quality, right? So we label in if there is a grade labeling, we label the product on the basis of the standards of the quality of the product. Product can be classified as A grade or B grade or a C grade or 1 to 3 category based on the quality. But for the brand product, mostly descriptive labeling is used, furnishing the detailed information about the product attributes and the quality. So in case of the brands, normally it gives the label gives the information about the product attributes and the quality of the product. For several product, statutory labeling requirements are laid down, and marketers are required to follow the mandates laid down, as in case of pharmaceutical industry and health and health and well products industries as well. But in case in brand, in some of the products, right, only they gives the information about the product attributes or the quality of the product or the usage of the product, how to handle that product, how to clean that product, all those things. But in some of the industries, it is required, there are certain mandates, right, laid down by the government and other authorities, right, to for mandates for the labeling requirements, right, and it is required for those industry follow those instructions and should provide the information in those labels. Like in pharmaceutical industry, it is required that they should provide the full information about the composition of the product, right, how to use that product, if any precautions one should take before using that product, everything should be written. The date of manufacturing, batch number, expiry date, everything should be mentioned properly, right, it is required. Okay, there are the levels of product, right. The customer value, the hierarchy involves the following product levels, right. There are the 5 product level. The first is the core benefit of the product. The fundamental level of product is the core benefit, the services or benefit the consumer is really buying. Marketer must see themselves as a benefit provider, while the customer view themselves as the benefit seeker. So product level, there are the 3 levels of the product. The first is the core benefits, right. The customer values the hierarchy. It involves the 5 product levels, and the first level is the core benefit. What is the core benefit of the product? Washing machine. What is the core benefit of the product? It will wash the clothes. RO, reverse osmosis, that it will filter the water, right? Core benefit of the product, right? What is the core benefit of the product? It is required phone. The core benefit is that one would be able to place a call, right? So the core benefit or the service or benefit of consumer is what, for what benefit the consumer is buying that product, right? So marketer must see themselves as a benefit provider and customer view themselves as the benefit seeker. Then comes the basic product. At the secondary level, the marketer must turn the core benefit into the basic product, a version of product containing only those attributes or characteristics absolutely necessary for it to function, right? The core benefit, then it is required, after core benefit comes the basic product, that they should come up with the basic product, and the basic product is the version of the product which contains only those attributes or characteristics which are absolutely necessary for it to function, right? Only all those functions, all those attributes should be there, right? Like in a phone, what we need, that there should be a keypad so that we can dial a number, right? Or that number, that keypad should be alphanumeric so that we could dial a number, and in case of messaging we can type a message, and there should be a speaker, right? So that we can speak and listen, right? Phone, microphone should be there, that there should be a microphone, there should be a keypad, there should be a speaker, and other all those technical things which is required to place a call or to send a message. This is known as the basic product, right? So basic product is what? The basic product is the marketer must turn the core benefits into the basic product, that is a version of the product containing only those attribute of characteristic absolutely necessary for it to function. Only it includes only those attributes which are necessary for functioning. Then the expected product. Then the third stage comes the expected product. At the third level, the task of every marketer is to prepare an expected product, a set of product or characteristic that buyers normally expect or agree to when they purchase this product. In developing countries such as India and Brazil, competition takes place mostly on the expected product level, right? In order to curb the competition, the marketer should nurture and focus at its juncture or stage of customer the value hierarchy accordingly. So what is the expected product? Core product. Then the expected product is what? This is the marketer is to prepare an expected product, the set of attribute or characteristics that buyer normally expect and agree to when they purchase the product. What they expect from the product, right? That is they are offering a core product. Then expected product is what else they can provide me which can make my life easier. That is known as the expected product, right? Then the augmented product constitutes the fourth level. The marketer prepares a product through inclusion of additional features, benefits, attributes or related services that serve to differentiate the product from its competitor, right? That is the brand positioning and competition come at this level, right? So then the augmented product, after core product, then comes the basic product, then comes the expected product, that it should help at least in that thing, right? Then the augmented product. What is the augmented product? Augmented product is the marketer prepares the product through inclusion of the additional features. Some additional features has been added to that, right? And other attributes related to this service or that serve differentiate the product from its competitors, right? That is known as the augmented product, right? Now you can use the phone to place a call, right, to send a message. There are the various apps, you can download the various apps, right, which can make your life easier, like augmented product is. There are certain inbuilt apps like security features, right? Some security features are there so that no one can tamper with your calls, right? And other factors, there could be some other factors, inbuilt factors, right, which company offers with the product, which can differentiate the product, your product, from the competitor's product. And on this augmented product, right, brand positioning and competition come, right? They compete at this augmented level, what extra you are giving to the customer, right? Then the potential product. At 5th level standard, the potential product, that is all the augmentation and transformations a product might undergo in future, that is the potential product, right? There is always a scope of change, or right, whatever you have offered is offered, but there is a scope of change and the product might undergo in future. What all is a scope of change in that? What with new, what new feature will what is the scope for the new features or the things, that is known as the potential product, right? Here is where companies search for a newer ways to satisfy the customer and to differentiate their offering from the customers. Product innovation comes at this level for the marketers. Now we have given the augmented product, now we want to make some changes. There is a potentiality to change that product, and how we can change that product, how can we make it different from the customer, and this product innovations come at this for the marketer differentiation, right? And the competition increasingly occurs on the basis of product augmentation. Each augmentation adds a cost, and augmented benefits soon become expected benefit at point of parity in this category, right? So whenever there is an augmentation, it adds the cost, right? And after a certain time, that augmented benefits becomes the expected benefit. It is expected from this product that it should do this, right? Product classification and differentiation. Marketer classifies the product on the basis of durability, tangibility, and use, that is whether it is consumer use or for industrial use, right? Each has appropriate marketing mix strategy. So on the basis of, let's discuss it on the basis of durability and tangibility. Durability, product falls into 3 groups according to the durability and tangibility. Durability, non-durable goods are the tangible goods normally consumed in one or few uses, right? These are the non-durable goods are tangible goods. Tangible goods depletes. They should be, once used, right, you cannot reuse them, right? These goods, non-durable goods or tangible goods, are non-durable goods are tangible goods normally consumes in one or few uses. Soaps, shampoos, because these goods are purchased frequently, the appropriate strategy is to make them available in many locations, because once consumed, then you have to purchase it again, and because they are consumed frequently, so must be available in many locations. Change only a small markup and advertise heavily to induce trial and build preferences, right? So if there is a charge only a small markup because people need it again and again over a period, again and again, and they purchases those things frequently. If you will keep it, if you will keep the price high, then people might prefer to switch to some other brand, right? So charge on a small markup, right, and advertise heavily to induce trial and build preferences, because there is much competition in these type of the products. So it is required that marketer should advertise heavily, right? Durable goods and tangible goods, those were the non-durable goods and tangible goods. Durable goods and tangible goods such as refrigerator, machines, tools, clothing, and normal survive many uses. They normally require more personal selling, and services command a higher margin and require more seller guarantees, right? So those were the non-durable and tangible goods, right? And then the durable goods and tangible goods like machines, tools, clothing, these are durable, right? They normally survive many uses, but it requires personal selling, because of their prices. We keep the price, we command the high margin in that, right? It requires more guarantee, and because we purchases these product which could be reused or which could be used for a longer duration, so it requires a personal selling, right? And because of the high prices or the margin. Then the services are intangible, are inseparable, variable and perishable product that normally require more quality control, supplier credibility and adaptability, right? Example is haircut, legal advices and appliances require, right? Then comes intangible product. Intangible products are those services are intangible or inseparable, variable, right? They require more quality control and credibility or adaptability, right? So it was on the basis, that classification was on the basis of durability and tangibility. There are certain products which are less durable, while there are certain products which are more durable. There are certain products which are less durable but tangible, and less durable, more durable but again tangible, right? There are certain products which are intangible. Classification of consumer goods. Convenience goods are purchased frequently or immediately, right? So we can classify it on the basis of whether it's a consumer goods or it is an industrial good. So consumer goods are convenience goods, and these consumer goods are purchased frequently and immediately and with minimal effect. Example is soft drink, soaps, newspaper. All these are the consumable goods or the convenience goods, and we purchases these goods very frequently or immediately, and we don't want to put much effort or time in purchasing those products, right? Staple convenience goods, consumer purchases on the regular basis. Thus the consumer might regularly buy milk, bread, atta, etc. These are the staple convenience goods, right? And we don't want to put much time or efforts in purchasing these type of the product, right? Staples are the convenience goods consumer purchases on the regular basis. Then the impulse goods are the goods purchased without any planning or search effort, such as Cadbury chocolates or magazine at an airport. Those are known as the impulse goods, which we purchased like that. Suppose went to a confectionery shop to purchase something and seen a chocolate and felt like that I want to have that chocolate or a biscuit, purchased that a packet of a biscuit. That was an impulse good, right? Impulse goods. Then emergency goods are goods when when the need is urgent, as an umbrella in case of unexpected rains. Those are known as emergency good, which we purchase in emergency, right? And the manufacturer of such goods place them where consumers are likely to experience an urge or compelling need to purchase them, right? And that placement of the product plays a very important role, right? And the manufacturer place such goods at that place where the consumers are likely to experience an urge or compelling need to purchase the product. In shopping goods are those that the consumer characteristically compare on the basis of suitability, quality, price, style, right? That is, then again, first was the convenience goods, right? Second is the shopping goods. Shopping goods are those goods, right, in which consumer compare on the basis of attributes or characteristics, right? These characteristics could be style, could be price, could be suitability, right? Example is furniture, right? Whenever we want to purchase some furniture for our house, we compare it, right? Clothes or major appliances. Then next is homogeneous shopping goods are similar in quality but different enough in price to justify shopping comparison. Example would be automobile tire or a television system. So these are the homogeneous shopping goods which are similar in quality. They are similar in quality whether you purchase a tire of a X company or of Y company. They are more or less similar in quality, but they differ in, there could be difference in the price. So that is the homogeneous shopping goods. So convenience shopping good. So consumer goods could be the, we can classify the consumer goods into the convenience goods, right, which are frequently purchased. Then the shop or the impulsive goods, right, which we purchase because of impulse. Then the shopping goods where the consumer compare and contrast on the basis of attributes. Then the homogeneous shopping, right, which we compare on the basis of price. Then the heterogeneous shopping goods differ in the product feature and services that may be more important than the price. Seller of such goods carries a wide assortment to appeal the different tastes and the requirements, and train their salesperson to inform and advise customer appropriately, right? Like major appliances, furniture, high-tech equipments, that is known as the heterogeneous shopping. That is when the product differs in the features on the, when we differentiate product on the basis of the product features or the services, and the price may not be important, right? It could be say some high-tech equipment like laptop, right, or phones, or it could be say some machinery, right, that the product features plays a very important role rather than the price, right? And the customer and the seller are seller of such goods carry a wide assortment, right? They have a wide assortment, and they train their salesperson to inform the customer. Then the specialty goods have unique characters or the brand identification for which enough buyers are willing to make special purchase efforts. Example would include the car, right, or perfumes. Specialty goods do not require comparison. Buyers only go to the dealers with the desired product. The seller only needs to let the prospective customer know where they find them, right? So specialty goods, then consumer good could be specialty goods. Specialty goods are what? Specialty goods have the unique characteristics or the brand identification. Suppose if you want a perfume of some specific brand, then you don't need to compare and contrast the perfume of other brands. I want that specific brand, or I prefer that specific brand, product of specific brand, right? Or I want a car of that specific manufacturer or the brand. I'll go to that brand showroom and will purchase that product. These are those the specialty good product. Then the unsought goods are those consumers though doesn't know about or normally think of buying. Goods require advertising, personal selling such as life insurance, smoke detectors or encyclopedia. Unsought goods are those which are the consumer don't know about those product, right, or they normally don't think about buying those products, right, and these type of the product needs advertisements, right. So classification of the consumer goods, once again classification of the consumer goods, there could be convenience goods, right, which are required, right. Convenience good can be further divided into staple goods, impulsive goods, emergency goods or the manufacturer goods, because they are purchased frequently and we don't want to put maximum effort, or we put minimal efforts. Then the shopping goods, where we compare and contrast the product, right. Then the homogeneous group, that the product have the same attributes but could vary in the price, right. Heterogeneous is that is when there is a difference in the product feature, right, and price may not play important role in heterogeneous product. Then the specialty goods is that when the consumer put in special efforts to buy that product, those are known as the specialty goods. Unsought goods are that consumer never thought of to purchase that product, those products are known as unsought goods. Then the industrial goods classification, right. Industrial goods is material and parts are the goods that enters the manufacturer products completely. Raw material, right, raw material we could classify it into this, right. Raw material in turn fall into two major group, farm product or natural product, right. So raw material could be an industrial good, it could be the farm product or it could be the natural product. Manufacturer materials and parts fall into again two categories, right. Manufactured material, that is the component material or the component part, right. Capital items are long lasting goods that facilitate the developing of managing the finished goods. Again these capital items are fall into two categories, that is the installation or the equipment, right. Installation consists of building and heavy equipments. Equipments includes the portable factory equipments and tools and equipments. So all these are the industrial goods classification. Raw material can be further classified into two, right. Manufacturing material can further classified into two, right. Component material, component part. Then the capital items, right, which helps in developing or managing the finished product, right. It could be the installation and the equipments. Installation is building, right, where you manufacture that product or equipments which helps in making the products. Then the supply and the business services are short term goods and services that facilitates the developing or managing the finished product. Supplies and business services. Supplies are again of two kind, that is the maintenance and repair items and operating supplies, right. Then on the basis of that we can again divide the goods into the manufacturing goods. It could be the supplies is whether it is a maintenance or a repairing the items or operating the supplies, right, or the services. Why differentiation is required? To be a branded product must be differentiated. Why we need to differentiate the product? If we want to create a brand, or if we want to brand a product, then it is required that product must be differentiated. To be branded, product must be differentiated. Differentiated product can create a why it is required to differentiate brand, why we need a brand? Because it creates a significant competitive advantage. Means for differentiation includes the form, feature, performance, quality, durability, reliability, repairability, and style. Anything could be could on any of these characteristics you can differentiate the product. Design has become increasingly important differentiator. Even design could be the differentiator. Why differentiation is required? To create a brand, and this differentiation plays a very important role or a significant role in competitive advantage, and there are many attributes on the basis of which you can differentiate the product. Product differentiation need and scope. We'll do this in our next lecture. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Namaskar.